Hi everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel of WPAll Club, your complete and comprehensive solution for all your WordPress problems. In this video, we will be talking about how can you install WordPress in your Windows computer. So I will be talking about what is WordPress to begin with, then I'll move on to what softwares do you need to install WordPress, and then we'll guide you to a step-by-step tutorial on how to install WordPress in your Windows computer. And finally, I'll provide you with a brief tour of the WordPress website after you've installed WordPress. Now let's get started. To begin, you would need a fully functioning Windows laptop or computer, of course, and a good broadband internet connection if possible. At this point, if any one of you are wondering what is WordPress, and when I'll get to the part where I introduce WordPress, let me tell you, WordPress is a open source software. It started as a blogging platform. Today, along with being a blogging tool, it is used as a versatile content management system, or as we call it, CMS. While you can still use WordPress today to create a simple blog, it can also be used to create fully functional websites and mobile applications. How cool is that? And the best part about WordPress, it's easy to use, absolutely flexible for anything you want to do with your blog or your site. And another amazing side of it, it is absolutely free of cost, which means you can easily download, install, and modify it according to your preference without having to pay a single penny. Amazing, right? Okay, after you've known about WordPress briefly, let me tell you what additional software would you require to install WordPress in your computer. So these softwares are usually called XAMPP, WAMP, and MAMP as far as I've known. So there are three softwares you can use to install WordPress. It's XAMPP, WAMP, or MAMP. In this tutorial, we'll be dealing with XAMPP. Now, XAMPP is also a free and open source cross-platform web server solution stack or web server solution system. It is simple and lightweight Apache distribution that makes it extremely easy for developers to create a local server for testing purposes. Everything you need to set up a web server, server application, database, and scripting language is included in a simple extractable file. XAMPP is also cross-platform, which means it works equally well on Linux, Mac, and Windows. If any one of you are confused at the moment what is a web server, then a web server is the thing that configures your web pages. A web server checks for the web page you have requested, and once it has found the web page you requested, it also serves you the web page. So basically, a web server is the software that receives your request to access a web page. Alright, so why do we need XAMPP to install WordPress? Because you could just install WordPress straight off, right? We need XAMPP because if it hadn't been for XAMPP, you'd have to install each of the web server components separately. Meaning, you'd first install Apache, then configure your PHP, set up MySQL, but with XAMPP, you don't need to install each of the individual components of a web server, and hence installation is quicker and easier. Now that you have known what is WordPress, what do you need to install WordPress, and why do you need it, let me take you to the step-by-step installation process of XAMPP. Once again, XAMPP is not the only software that supports WordPress installation, but it is one of the softwares and it's the most user-friendly, so I recommend you use XAMPP to install your WordPress. Now, before you install XAMPP, please make sure that your antivirus is uninstalled. With the antivirus, your XAMPP components can behave erratically. Then also disable your user account control, because this might limit the write permission to XAMPP's default installation directory and force you to install your XAMPP in separate directory. So rather than facing all the chaos before installing XAMPP, it's better you have your antivirus uninstalled and your user account control disabled. Okay, now let me get started with this. To install XAMPP, go to apachefriends.org/download.html, and here in the left portion you see different versions of Windows. Select through your version of Windows and click on that link which suits you best. So after you click on it, you'll be directed here, and then once your download is completed, you double click. Yes, only once. And next, make sure everything is ticked, and next. Okay, so it's better if you create an empty folder. PPPP, and I'll have it copied, cut, paste in D. Okay, so here you have to create an empty folder and have your XAMPP installed like this in there. Next. Now I suppose you'll get a thank you message from XAMPP for installing them. Say hello to your favorite applications on XAMPP. Yeah, whatever. So next. Now this process might take from a few minutes to a lot of minutes depending on your internet connection. While this is happening on one side, let's also install WordPress simultaneously. To install WordPress, go to www.wordpress.org and then click on download WordPress. So here, click on download WordPress and you'll have a zip file downloaded like this. Let's see if our unpacking has been completed. Okay, this is going on. So while this setup is unpacking its files, let me give you a bit of a bonus information. If you're a PHP programmer, developer, or a tech guy, you may already have XAMPP or WAMP installed in your PC. In that case, you can skip this whole step and start from the next step. Also, up to here is a one-time task. You don't have to install XAMPP or WAMP every time you want to install WordPress in your computer. Once you're done with installation of XAMPP or WAMP, you're done for all. You can install as many WordPress instances as you like. So here's a bit of bonus information for you guys. Okay, once you're done with this, check on do you want to start the control panel now, and you'll be directed to XAMPP's control panel. Okay, you can choose English or another language. Save. Now start your Apache. Allow access. Start your MySQL. I guess once was enough. To check if your web server is working well and everything is fine till now, you have to go to localhost. Yeah, if you're directed to this page, everything is good and you're doing a great job. Now again, for further confirmation that you are doing everything correctly and you're on the right track, go to localhost/php myadmin. So yeah, everything is fine. If you are doing everything correctly, you'll reach to this page, and now we had installed our WordPress file. You extract files. It's better if we extract in the desktop. Extract and replace files. Okay. once the files have been extracted, once the files have been extracted, cut and copy this in your file in which you've installed your XAMPP. So I installed in DPPP. So here is a folder named htdocs inside of the folder in which you saved your XAMPP. My folder name is ppp, so htdocs. Inside of it, you'll have to copy your WordPress folder that you have just extracted. So right now, instead of naming my folder WordPress, I'm naming it WPAll. Yeah, I'm naming it WPAll. And after this, we have run our XAMPP. Everything's alright. So go to PHP my admin again and databases, then create a database. So my database name will be WPAll Club. Okay, while you create your database name, please make sure that your database does not have any signs and symbols, capital letters or spaces in between them. The simpler your database name is, the more it will help you in optimizing your SEO or search engine optimization. Once your database is created, you are ready to install WordPress in your computer. So now, again, go to localhost / the name of your database. My database was WPAll Club. Okay, so I missed it out on one thing. I've named my folder not WPAll Club but WPAll only. So here we go. Here you need to put on, after the localhost, you need to put on the name of the folder in which you saved your WordPress files. For example, for me it was WPAll. So this is the folder you saved inside htdocs. The same name you'll have to keep in after localhost. Now you select your language, whichever you want to, continue, and let's go. Here, database name. So now you land on this page where you have to submit your database information. Always remember, database name should be exactly similar to what you have set previously while creating a database. WPAll Club was my database name, and please do note that by default the default username is always root and the password section should be left blank. Yes, database host is localhost and WP. However, when you install WordPress on your live web server on the web, the database server, user and password might be differently set. If all your provided database information is correct, you click on submit. Alright, Sparky, you've made it through the installation process. Now click on the install. Now, here you have a very important page where you need to fill up all the vital information. Set your site title. Make sure you give a SEO friendly site title name. Your title is the digital representation of you. It's your brand. It's the first and the most prominent part of your site. So be very careful when you fill up this part. While you're thinking of a site's title name, make sure you align it with the purpose of your blog or your website. For now, I'm naming it WPAll Club org. WPAll Club. WPAll Club. Right. Username. Username should be a single word. If you're giving username in more than one word, use underscore. For example, my underscore name, or the best part is you can simply write WPL. Password. Have a very strong password so you can be saved from hackers and other security threats. Email address. Email, I'm sitting at wpl.club@gmail.com. Now a very prominent part. Generally, uncheck the checkbox for discourage the search engines from indexing the site. If you check this, your website will not be indexed by search engines like Google. So do not check on this part unless you are on a construction site, on a build-up process. So everything's set, install. Save. Log in. Now let's see what we have for our. So now do login and here. So this is what your dashboard or your main site looks like when you have installed your WordPress. Now you can change your appearance. You can choose from different themes. You can have your plugins installed, customize your site according to what you want to. This is a brief overview of what your site looks like. Now, here is everything. What your complete in construction site of WordPress looks like after you've installed your WordPress. If you'd like more information on after this, then I would be very happy and willing to create a video on everything you need to know after you've installed your WordPress. So, well, yeah, that's it, everyone. Thank you tons for watching this tutorial. Hopefully this video was informative and helped you all in some ways. If you have any questions related to this video, or you want video tutorials on any aspect of WordPress, please do comment below. Thank you again for watching. If you like what you see, do subscribe. I'll come back soon with another video tutorial for you. Till then, stay tuned to our channel. Bye.